Okay, time for our last little bit. So we are going to paint brown. Now, in your watercolor palette, your brown is down here next to violet. So make sure you're using the brown and not the black. We'll use the black last because it will be quite a bit darker. So your brown is down here by the violet. Go ahead and swirl your brush in your water, get it nice and clean. And we don't use brown very often, so it might take a little bit of water to get it soaked in so you get a nice color. So your brown, that's a fairly light color brown. If you want to go a little darker, get a little bit more paint on your brush. For this part, you can paint a little bit onto your grass because you might want to make it look like your grass is in front of your tree trunk. So we just paint very slowly because we want to make sure we stay in those lines. And make sure we don't accidentally blend into our blue because that would be a bad thing. And there's our tree trunk. The last color we're going to paint is going to be that black. So we're going to paint the four hooves and all our spots. I'm going to leave his nose. Or actually, you know what? I think I might paint his nose. I think I'll paint his nose. We'll see how that goes. So we're using black this time. So we're up here past our red. And black takes over, so be very careful. Make sure you spin your brush to clean it, get a little bit of water in your black, stir it around just a few times. And then we're going to paint very slowly, because we do not want our black to go anywhere but where we paint. Because if it goes elsewhere, it's going to be messy. So, go very slow. If this takes you a while, no biggie. If you need to pause the video and paint the black, go for it. I will not judge you, because I'm going to take a while, and I know this. I would rather it look beautiful and take a while than you rush and make me a sloppy artwork. So please pause the video if you need to. Now up here, my yellow horn is still a little wet, so I'm going to be very, very careful. Because if I'm not, I'm going to end up with a black horn, and I don't want that. So just painting. You'll notice my ear's starting to look a little gray. Need to get a little bit more black paint on my brush. We want that black color, so make sure your black is nice and moist in its paint well. And don't be afraid to put a little bit more water on your brush. That way you can make sure that you are painting with water and not a dry brush. Just scoot my painting up so you can see. Now here in just a moment I'm going to rotate my painting again. And that's so that I'm not taking my black and dragging it across my painting to get to where I need to go. Because that would really stink if I dropped black paint in the middle of my painting. That would stink. Okay. Rotate my cowl. Now my hoof is a lot closer to me to paint. Makes it a little bit easier. I don't know. Should I paint his nose black? I think I'll paint the inside black and leave the... I know what I could do. I'll paint the inside of his nose black, then I'll paint his nose red. Yeah, that's the wrong order. I know. I'm going to make his nose pink. So, I've just cleaned off my brush. I'm going to lightly paint in the nose red. Add a little bit of water. Move it around. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Now your cow is finished. It is painted bottom to top. The next thing you need to do, let it dry for a few hours before you try and take a picture. If you were to pick it up and hold it right now, there's a chance that some of your watercolors will rub off on your fingers, or they will also drip off your paper. So let it sit for a little bit to dry. Don't forget to watch Watercolors 102 to find out how to take care of your brush and watercolors so that you don't end up with moldy watercolors. I will see you guys in Zoom. Talk to you soon. Bye.